on a Friday evening on a subject that might be close to your heart about what to eat and drink at the cinema. And you might be thinking, I'm going to eat what I want. But if you are trying to watch your weight, if you're trying to lose weight, then there are things that you can have at the cinema that just blow it out the water. And there are other things that you can have that still means you're not missing out and you can enjoy your experience. And this is actually a subject I get asked quite a lot. Personally, I'm not a big cinema goer. I prefer to be at home and watching films. I do go every now and then. We go to a posh cinema, one of the ones where you get like proper glasses and stuff. Then you get tiny little popcorn and things. But yeah, I do prefer genuinely to kind of chill out at home and watch meals. It means meals and watch films. It means you can drink as much water as you like and not worry about having to get out the aisles and go for a wee. Movies are like what, 2.5, 3 hours long, some of them. Like people don't go and pee in that time. You guys just dehydrated. If you're not needing to go for the loo, the length of that film, then you're dehydrated. And I get it, it's not ideal. You don't necessarily want to have to get out of the aisles and go to the loo. But the truth is, because you're dehydrated if you're not having a wee for that length of time. How's your week been? Before we get into it, let me know. Hashtag replay if you're on the replay. And if you're joining me live, tag someone else in to come and join. And I'm going to share with you what to have at the cinema so you're not blowing your calories. But let me know, first of all, how's your week been if you're on the StreamYard? So if you're coming through LinkedIn or Facebook, then let me know your name so I can see you posting comments. And I would say it's been a week where I feel like it's low energy. Like a lot of clients aren't feeling the best. A lot of people seem to be burning out. And I don't know if it's because it's been so rainy and grey most of the week that people are kind of feeling it. And there's also people who come back off like a longish holiday, straight back into it, the rat race, and they're feeling a bit burnt out. So yeah, hopefully you're feeling okay this Friday and got some TLC time built in over the weekend. All right, let's get into it, team. What to eat and drink at the cinema. So, as I mentioned just at the very start there's things you can have at the cinema that absolutely blow your calories out the water. So, if you're looking at kind of maintaining a healthy weight or looking at losing some weight, then there's things you can have there that are just wild in terms of the calories and a little shocking. And there's other things that you can have, but again, if you supersize them, they are going to cost you calories and kind of put to bed any of the good work you've done during the week. And this is where we get into the role where people can be good during the week, then they go to the cinema, they think, oh, I'm going to treat myself, it's not that bad, it's just a cinema, and you can blow your calories out the window. So all that good you've been doing, and then you end up consuming all your calories for the week in one evening. And you're like, really? Not that bad. So I'm going to share things with you. So I'm going to go through it. So Vue is obviously the biggest kind of cinema chain. And what was the other one? I can't remember the other name of one. That Everyman, that was the Everyman. So I know Everyman do like hot food, and Vue is more of the traditional. Now the Everyman cinema will give you calories on the side, because I've had clients share the menu with me before. Because it's a chain, they now have to show the calories on it. Now, if Everyman is like giving you hot food, which they'll come and give you during the cinema, 2 points to watch on this. One, a lot of it is fried food. Fried food, not particularly great quality. So if you're at the Everyman, look at the calorie content. I would advise, if you're going to have hot food at cinema, try not to. Eat before you go. Even if you're in a restaurant, eat something before you go to an Everyman cinema, because the quality of the food at the Everyman cinema isn't great. And if you're getting it served to you in the dark, my client had a situation where the server tripped in the dark and she was covered in calamari. And even when the lights came on afterwards, she looked down at her feet like covered in calamari. So yeah, one, you might get your food all over you. And two, the quality of the food isn't that great. So if you can avoid having a hot meal at cinema, then I would say eat elsewhere. You're going to get better quality, better value for your money, and you're going to enjoy it more. So let's get on to the kind of traditional snacks and foods then at the cinema. So if we talk about a Vue cinema, normal foods people have is popcorn, hot dogs, milkshake, fizzy drinks. So let's hit it up. Straight up hot dog. Let's talk about this one. So the hot dog, if I just have a little look, is anywhere between 400 calories to 600. Now, the thing with the hot dog that makes it different is around the add-ons. So they give you the calories for the hot dog, and then if you have a roll, I didn't even know it was an option not to have a roll at cinema. Maybe that is a thing. But if you have just the roll, and that's around 200 calories. And then you got to add in the hot dog, and then you got to add in any sauces. So for your plain hot dog, you're looking at, for a standard one, 211 calories, and for a large one, 335 calories. Now, this is key. Regular versus large in the cinema adds anything between 200 to 400 extra calories. So when you go for that supersized meal deal at the cinema, you're packing in on average 200 to 400 calories more for that one item. Okay, so stick with the regular. I know when you go in, they always have offers like regular popcorn, regular drink for this, or they'll have go large for X amount more, 50p more, whatever. But you're going to be looking at adding on an extra 400 calories. So you're definitely going to pay the price there. So as I said, for the bread roll, it's 202 calories. If you went for the regular hot dog, it's 211. So you're looking at about 420 calories for a hot dog. And you might be thinking, doesn't seem too bad if that's my meal, but I don't believe you'd have a hot dog at the cinema and feel full afterwards. Correct me if I'm wrong. I imagine you're going to have that hot dog. It will take the hunger off, but later on you're going to be hungry or you're going to have to eat other things with it. So just for that one food item, and that's before you add anything else. They've got combinations. I have no idea what these are, but there's like the Yankee one, there's West Side Sizzler, and these ones take you up to 654 calories to 520 calories. So obviously these are things with toppings. All right, so best avoid the hot dog. What about the popcorn? Between the sweet and salted popcorn, there's not much difference in calories. So go for sweet, go for solid, go for whatever you enjoy. When it comes to size matters in terms of your calories. So 242 calories is the kid's size. For a regular, 678 calories. And for a large, 968 calories on the sweet. So see that difference, 678 calories up to just shy of 1,000 calories. Now, to put that into, shall we say, perspective, 1,000 calories is a lot. Like that is, most of my clients are on anywhere between, at the lowest, 1,250 calories up to, depending on their weight, their size, 1,800 calories. For people who are in the obese range, they tend to be about 2,200 calories. And that's for people who are in the obese range. So even for people who are in that range, that's half their calories for the day on that one item or one box of popcorn. And you know that's not going to fill you up and fuel you for the whole day. That's a huge amount of calories. So stick to the regular sizes and don't buy into the super sizing. Okay, so basically popcorn, go for sweet or salted, no real difference, but stick to the regular size. And then hot dogs, you really want to kind of avoid those altogether because again, they're not going to fuel your body well. Then when it comes to the crisps, again, any prepackaged crisps are high in calories. So look at avoiding any of the prepackaged stuff. I've had a look through. It's massive in terms of the calorie intake. Now, when it comes to drinks, this is a little bit about what you're happy to put in your body. For me personally, I don't like the ultra processed drinks that have the aspartame in them, the sucralose. It's not something I choose to put in my body. We know there's been a bit from the WHO about aspartame causing cancer, and there's been arguments saying, well, not as much, well, or there is, well, actually not really. So I like to make the choice based on what I want to put in my body. My theory is if my body knows how to digest sugar, it doesn't know how to digest sucralose, it doesn't know how to digest aspartame. These are new chemical compounds that have been created. So my choice is not to have those things. So I would have the full sugar. And I'd also say to my clients to have the full sugar because it's going to stop them overindulging. Now, again, when it comes to sizes, if you're going for the kind of cardboard container of drink, of juice, you're going to be having a lot. So think about actually buying a single serve bottle. You might feel like you're getting stung with price, but it'll give you a sugar fizzy drink hit without overindulging by having like a gallon of juice and a giant popcorn to go with it. Okay, so rule of thumb there is if you want a fizzy drink, go full sugar, none of this zero nonsense, none of this diet nonsense. Go for full sugar and try and buy the single serve bottle so you're not overindulging. Okay, so we've got the popcorn, we've got the drinks. Other things to avoid is the milkshakes. So milkshakes are like astonishing. I don't know if you normally have a milkshake. I do think milkshakes are a bit of an American thing, but they certainly serve them. But the milkshakes start off at anywhere. I think there's up to like 1,000 calories. Let me just get into it because the milkshakes were just like, wow. Like, how can they make milk that calorific is quite impressive. So yeah, you've got your frozen drinks. You do have your teas as well. Your teas and coffees. Always try and get like a tea over a coffee, like a peppermint tea. At least you're getting some nutritional value for it. So if we take your basic milkshake, let me get back into it. 2 seconds. I keep clicking on the allergens instead of the actual nutrition. So you can find this stuff online. It is online for everybody to access because they have to do it now by law. So, right, okay, your chocolate milkshake is a whopping, let me just check I'm reading the right column, regular 705 calories. Large chocolate milkshake, 951 calories. So the least calorific is your vanilla milkshake, and that would be the junior, the kids one. I don't think you'll be allowed to buy that at 369, or the regular at 492, or the large at 738. Yeah, that's a lot of calories in one drink. So I say avoid the milkshakes if you can. It's amazing. 1,000 calories can be drunk. Ooh, think of that. You can actually drink more calories than you can eat at the cinema. That's crazy. So yeah, and also think about water or hydration. So if you're having a hot dog, if you are going for the nachos, if you're going for the crisps, you are going to be thirsty. And that's why they buy these big gallons for you to have as drinks, because they know you're going to be thirsty. So think about making sure that you've actually got some water with you as well. So we've covered the hot dogs, we've covered the popcorn, we've covered the milkshakes, the fizzy drinks. The last one is really about ice cream. I'm not even going to cover off sweets, because if you're going there with sweets, you're committing and you're going there. There's no such thing as which sweets are best. You're going to go there. So if we go on to ice cream. Now, ice cream isn't too bad. It's around 150, 270 calories for one scoop. That is a key. Now stick to the one scoop so you feel like you're treating yourself, having something, but you're not overindulging. Once you start to add on things like the toppings, an ice cream cone, then your calories start to build up. And I think that's a key message to take here from the cinema. When you start to increase size, portion size, and when you start to add things onto the food, you're adding more and more calories. And you've got to think about the cinema, what you're eating and what you're drinking. So some of these figures I've covered off are purely for the one item. So you can easily be, I mean, some of those things, if you were to have a chocolate milkshake at 1,000 calories, and then you're going to go and have a large popcorn at another 1,000 calories, there's 2,000 calories in that one sitting. That's wild. So, like I said, that's 2,200 is for people who are in the obese range of body weight. It's a huge amount of calories you can be consuming. So if you're a regular cinema goer and you're frustrated with your weight and you're not sure why your weight's not happening when you're being, why is it not going down? Why am I not losing weight? It can be because you're consuming it all at the cinema, and all that good work is just going out the window. So really fun for the cinema. 1, take water with you, literally really fun. Take water with you. 2, sweet or salt popcorn, not much difference, go for it, but stick to the regular. And then if you're looking for a hot drink, try and go for tea, but avoid the hot dogs, avoid the milkshakes, avoid the zero fizzy drinks. Go for a single serve Coke if you really want something fizzy. And if you're like, Julie, but what about all the packets of chocolate they've got? Take your own. You know the rule, 70% plus dark chocolate, take your own. And if you're like, oh, but I really want some milk, we'll go to Tesco and buy the little single serve bars of milk chocolate. You'll feel you get stung by price, but it's going to stop you overindulging. And that, team, is how to navigate the food and drink at the cinema without blowing your calories. If you want to lose weight, you're trying to maintain weight, make healthier choices, this information will stop you consuming anywhere from 800 to up to, oh my goodness, 3,000 calories in one sitting at the cinema. It's crazy. That popcorn, the drink, the sweets, the ice cream, whatever it is you're buying, all those things quickly add up at the cinema. And if you're putting toppings on, sauces, then you're throwing more calories into the mix. And even if you're like, oh, I just have a popcorn and a juice, bear in mind, if you're having a large popcorn, depending on the juice you're having, you're easy, minimum, going to be having anywhere between 700 to 1,600 calories. All right, hope that's helpful. As I say, I do get a lot of clients asking me about that. Any further questions, my DMs are always open. Coach Julie, hashtag if you're on a replay. If you think it'll help a friend who's frustrated with their weight loss and you know they've got one of these regular passes for the cinema, forward it onto them. And I'm not here to stop people enjoying life. I'm here to help you in your journey to live a healthier life. And the cinema is a key in terms of why people are wondering why they're not losing weight. And like I say, ones like the Everyman, they have to have the calories next to the hot food. But I mean, you're eating in darkness and you're eating low quality food. So try not to have the hot food, but appreciate cultures there around snacks and drinks for the cinema. So I think portion control and avoiding the add-ons and going for the better quality food rather than the ultra processed. And I say better because, it's a cinema, but try to avoid the ultra processed. The Spartan means the things that are designed to make you eat and drink more. All right, team, I'll let you go and enjoy your Friday night. Thank you for listening to me. Let me know your biggest takeaway, and I shall catch you all next week. Have a great weekend.